Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's Wisdom Wednesdays. I am Patrina Wisdom, your Fresh Start Specialist and CEO President of Mindful Living Incorporated. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Today, we're going to be discussing awakening personal empowerment, which I think is just such an incredibly important topic because oftentimes we all, throughout our process of growing up and having experiences, we kind of lose sight of the fact that we are in control of our own lives and that we have choice. So I'm here to remind you, I am here to support you in taking back your life, taking back control, getting back in the driver's seat of your life and really creating it in a way that serves you, in a way that you wake up every single morning excited and pumped up about what it is that you're setting out to do that day, where you wake up in gratitude about the people and the family and the business associates that you have around you, as well as the work that you are doing in the world. So I am just really excited to share my powerful 3 tips for today. So let's jump right in. So our first tip for today is don't be enslaved by your roles. Give yourself permission to honor your truth. See, it's really interesting because we go through life and we are getting things constantly from different relationships, different roles, different situations in our lives, but it's kind of unconscious. We don't always know what it is that we're getting from that situation. And then we become, or excuse me, I should say until we become a slave to it. So for instance, if you're someone who has a high position in your job and everyone in the community is looking to you as a leader, you're that person they come to for advice, you're that trusted advisor, that friend, whatever it is, that is a role. It is a role that probably suits you because of your natural gifts and talents and your charisma and whatever it is that you offer or bring to the table. But it's also a role that, if you're not careful, can enslave you. So be very cognizant of the roles that you're playing and having a separation from who you really are, and also setting boundaries around that role so that you don't get lost in it. I have so many clients that I have to remind them that the positions that they're in, they're not a victim. This is something that they set themselves up for by allowing certain things to happen constantly instead of stopping people or training them in advance how to or not to treat them. So with that said, I don't want to give away too much. We're going to jump into tip number 2. Powerful tip number 2 is nothing is permanent. You've trained others on how to treat you by what you have or have not allowed them to do. So you can untrain them at any time. It's really interesting because I believe there's a certain amount of guilt that we have around telling people no, or putting new boundaries in place, or saying, you know what, I know that over the last few years I've allowed you to treat me this way, but all of a sudden it just doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't fit. It's not in alignment with who I am now and where I'm going. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying that. Now, preferably, if you're on your process and you're really connected with who you are and what it is that you do and don't want, great. You can tell people right up front how you need to be treated, how you need to be loved, how you expect to be respected and interacted with. However, for a lot of us, it doesn't happen up front. So even if you're in a relationship or in a work environment or any kind of situation where it's feeling unsettling, where you're not happy, you're not fulfilled, give yourself permission to speak up. Honor your experience, honor yourself, love yourself enough to say, hey, this isn't working for me, right? The other part of that is that, I always say people spend more time planning their weekends and their vacations than they do planning their lives. It's important for us to know what we want. And it's important for us to give ourselves permission to change our minds, because sometimes we think we know what we want until we get it. And then it's like, ooh, maybe I didn't think that all the way through. So with that, I want to reiterate that nothing is permanent. Things can change. Your ideas can change. Your desires can change. Your relationships, no matter how long you've been in them, can change. And our last powerful tip for today is every day is an opportunity for a fresh start. Decide today what you want to do differently and then take action. Again, I said that we're allowed to change our minds, right? So in coaching, we have this concept called testing out. So look at your life as one big testing out. I'm going to test out this career. I'm going to test out this relationship. I'm going to test out, this conversation and see which way it goes, right? And really just track the results. I like to look at my life kind of as research, right? Everything is learning. Everything is a learning for me to know what I do like, what I don't like, what I would do differently, and then being able to teach other people or share with other people my experiences in hopes of helping them. So nothing is permanent, like we said, and every day is an opportunity for a fresh start. Be willing to say, hey, I'm sorry, or I made a bad decision, or, I know this is going to seem a little crazy because I just said A, B, or C, but now I'm really feeling strongly about blank. So yeah, some people might think you're a little crazy, but honestly, it's a journey. It's a journey of really finding yourself, really finding out what fits for you, putting that together just like a little clay sculpture so that you can play with it and look at it and tweak it and just give yourself permission to have fun and constantly be creating in your life. I truly believe that one of the things that's missing in the world right now is passion. Passion, intimacy, creativity, discovery, exploration. It's like it's lost. I'm 40 years old and I feel like a kid just discovering and uncovering and asking questions and just being so curious. That curiosity is what keeps our juices flowing and really just helps us to enjoy life. So I really want to invite you to unlock that curiosity, to get into discovery, to be more adventurous, to try things that you maybe would not normally try, even if it seems dangerous or, it's the unknown, it's uncomfortable. Whether it's in business, whether it's in your personal relationships, it doesn't matter. Try something new, do something new, get excited, and enjoy your life. Again, I am Patrina Wisdom, the Fresh Start Specialist, and I am here to support you in loving more, living more, being more passionate, any kind of a transition that you're in, recreating your life, really finding out who you are and what you want, absent of everybody else's expectations of you, and just being in your best life ever, calling you into your greatness, helping you to be the best you that you can be, the higher you that you were called to be here on earth. So with that said, I offer a complimentary coaching discovery session. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, if you are someone who looks like you or feel like you need some support, you may not even be able to articulate exactly what it is that you want or need. That's okay. I can help you with that. Reach out to me at Patrina Wisdom, patrinawisdom.com /personal coaching strategy, I believe it is. It's posted right here. And visit my personal development page. You can schedule right there on the coaching page, personal coaching, and let's chat. I am here for you. I am here on this earth to make every person whose lives I touch, every person that I come in contact with, their lives need to be better than they were before we met. That is truly my goal. Every interaction, every time I get on this video, everything. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to love you more, support you more, and believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And I'm just really excited to meet you and connect with you and possibly one day work with you as your coach. All right, so with that said, join me here next week, same time, same place, same me, on your Wisdom Wednesdays with Patrina Wisdom. Bye.